hours.
2 hours? So almost 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
My youngest son, I nursed for 2 years and 2 months.
I breastfed for about 8 months.
So they were almost a year.
I breastfed Julian for 4.5 years.
My son was breastfed for 2.5 years.
I have been breastfeeding for 29 months now.
It don't cost me anything.
Breastfeeding is wonderful.
I ain't gotta get up and make no bow.
It's convenient because it's always there.
Only I could do it, and I get to be selfish with my kids.
It's cheaper. You're closer to your kids.
He's 8 months and he hasn't had a cold, hasn't been sick, no trips to the doctor yet.
It keeps him healthy. It kept my daughter healthy. It's better for their immune system.
But I can't hold him and bond with him.
The baby doesn't be as messy as using formula. Poop doesn't stink as bad as formula.
Out of all my children, Julian is the most healthiest of children. He never gets sick.
You're able to feel good about giving to your babies.
It's something that lasts them for the rest of their life. Children who nurse are more confident. They're a lot more open and free and independent.
It helps you lose your baby.
They're a lot healthier, so am I too. I'm also a recipient of some of their breast milk.
The longer you nurse, the better it is for the babies.
We have kids that have more diabetes now. We never had kids that had diabetes.
Right.
Cancer rates are through the roof. I think a lot of this could be attributed to the fact that a lot of the children today aren't breastfed.
Sometimes she be asleep, I put it in for them. Just flop and plop.
Sometimes it's not as easy as people try to make it. So it was one time where I really wanted to stop, and he was like, no, you can't stop, you got to keep going. And I was like, all right.
I think women don't breastfeed nowadays, it's because of lack of support in the home.
In public, they may not like the feeling that the sensation of breastfeeding causes, and some maybe have conflicts with other parents or partners who don't feel the baby should be breastfed based on the fact that they don't feel that they get to participate in feeding the baby.
A lot of people have the concept that it hurts or that they're embarrassed to breastfeed in public places.
Because they're lazy and they just don't want to take the time now to dedicate themselves to breastfeeding.
Time takes a lot of time. I'm a single mom. I don't got time. I work 12 hours a day.
The times in which we live, it's a time where everything is desensitized.
They all used to just bottles.
I have a 3-year-old daughter now. I didn't breastfeed, which I regret. The reason why I didn't breastfeed is because I didn't have enough positive influence in my life that I regret it. My next child, when it does come, I do plan on breastfeeding.
You'll never regret breastfeeding your baby. It's like the best gift you could ever give them.
The nurse tried to make my daughter breastfeed. It didn't work. So she got frustrated and threw my daughter down and walked away and said, whatever, and left.
My sister breastfed about 3 months, and they were mainly bottle fed from formula. And I can tell that their development was a lot slower than hers.
Breastfeeding is the proper way to use your God-given body. It's beautiful, it's art, it's genius. Breastfeeder for life.
People may say, why are you still breastfeeding your first child? Well, I consider it a blessing. Know that a lot of mothers don't do it, but since I have my 14-month-old daughter, I usually let her get the first taste of breast milk. Here she goes, properly latching on, want to get the ninny. Come on, Nico. Show him how you still get the ninny. Nico, my son, of course, he loves to get the ninny. Come on. And there you go. We're properly getting our ninny.
Women need to know some of the information that's out there about breastfeeding and see that they're not the only person that's breastfeeding in the world, because sometimes I feel like that. And that breastfeeding is cool. It's not all scary, and we need to normalize breastfeeding. So that's it. Breastfeed your kids. Breastfeed your kids. He missed
I
the
believe
chest that
in
he didn't
breastfeeding. I believe in Obama.
Oh.